right now there's a lot of red in the market. We've got the crypto space at the moment, which is absolutely getting decimated. We've got Bitcoin now below $60,000. We've also got now the traditional markets are also in the red as well. There's a lot of fear, panicking out in the markets, the crypto space, the traditional market space, housing as well. We've seen in the UK, house prices have dropped. We've seen now inflation picking up again. We've also seen higher interest rates, which means more people have to pay for their monthly mortgage debt. And that, which is now starting to squeeze a lot of people in the pockets. We've also seen now the US debt is well over trillions of dollars, and people are starting to get really concerned. And also on top of that, we've got potential lots of wars breaking out: Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine. There's a lot of things going on in the market, very uncertain times at this point, and it's all coming to fruition now, and the markets are reflecting that. So, but is this a buy the dip opportunity? In my eyes, if I was going to buy the dip, I'll be buying it little bits here and there. I won't be going fully in, because like I said before in previous videos, we could break down even further. So there's a lot of things going on, but we've also seen over $600 million of outflows as well. And we can see here BlackRock over this past 4 or 5 days haven't really been buying anything at all. So overall, the crypto space is a bit on that verge of worrisome. But obviously, when I see things like that, as I say, when there's blood on the street, there's opportunities. And when there's opportunities, you take it as you can. And like I said, potentially there is buy the dip opportunities in this if you've got that spare bit of capital. But I won't be myself going in fully. I'll be taking little nibbles here and there, because obviously, like I said, we could drop down further. This is on a real low time frame, because I just want to just show you, like, look what it's like on the 5 minutes. It's just absolutely a sea of red, and it's just down from 64,000, and we just keep going and going and going. But if you zoom out now on the daily, it never really looks as bad. But yes, we have broken that area of support that I said, and we've basically, we're just chopping around it, and now we've broken down. And like I said, this is always an area of interest to me in terms of that $52,000 to $55,000 kind of mark, and it's like a magnet pulling it down to that kind of mark. But obviously the bulls really need to really step in now to get us out of this and push us back to the upside, because we're coming to this area of support around here, lose that, we're coming back down to here. So hopefully the bulls will come out. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen in the US market as well, because obviously we've got data coming out. Yeah, so as I was saying, the stocks are down, big tech earnings are coming out, all prices are down, and fears of higher interest rates. Gold prices are down, no worries over a strong dollar. Natural gas prices are down on weak US demand. Bond prices are down ahead of May's Fed meeting. Crypto is down, as I just mentioned. Risk appetite is beginning to fade. It's a race to the exit ahead of the Fed meeting, because what is Jerome Powell going to be like in the Fed meeting? Is he going to be dovish? Is he going to be hawkish? Is he going to put rate cuts? I doubt it. Very unlikely going to happen. Is he going to increase rates? I don't feel like he is going to do that, but you never know. He's going to take a neutral stance, but I really do think right now he's going to be hawkish, because we've got more job earnings, more inflation, sticky and very complicated as well. Is there a likely that we might get rate cuts later in the year? Possibly. Could it be early 2025? Possibly. So it's going to be very interesting in how Jerome Powell makes way in the meeting that is going to happen. So I'd just be bracing. In terms of, if you're not a short-term trader, it's just about sitting back and watching that market structure to see if anything changes. Because after today, we could end up going back up, but there's always a risk that we could end up keep on going down. And what happens to alt? We keep on dropping down even further. But like I say, is this buy the dip opportunity? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? I personally think it is DCA in time, but it's DCA in time in small amounts. That's what I would be doing personally. And like I said, I'm just not selling anything. I'm just holding fast, holding tight, because knowing my luck, I go and sell, and yeah, the market goes up. But anyway, I've got my targets, and we're still in this bull market. Some people will say, no, we're going into a bear market. Structurally, nothing's really changed. We're not going into a bear market, as I can see of yet, but obviously things can very much change, so don't take my word for it. You know, always do your own research. But that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So let's just have a quick look and see what Crypto.com and Cronos is doing. So you can see CRO at the moment. This is on the daily chart. We're in that wedge at the moment. We broke down that wedge. We're trying to get what was originally support. It's now broken up down as resistance. But as we can see, because Bitcoin's been dropping down, we've been dropping down. We're still in that channel where we are at the moment. So we're still holding the line, because don't forget, a lot of things have been happening in the Cronos ecosystem. A lot of core, Merry, and a lot of other meme coins are really being pumping, which is great for the ecosystem, and that is also partly what's been holding us up as well. But we've also got a lot of fundamentals in the Crypto.com business ecosystem as well that's been happening in terms of the UFC, and definitely with F1 Grand Prix also kicking off as well. Obviously that's bringing a lot of new users in. It's 80 million users, Crypto.com, but I think it's well over that at the moment. But obviously, lots of things going on. The market's dropping. CRO is no different. But CRO, to be honest with you, has been holding up pretty well at this point. So hopefully we'll keep holding up, because we're still sitting at around about just above 12 pence at the moment. Yesterday was around about just over 13 pence. But at the moment, we're sitting at 12 pence. And everybody in the space is seeing their portfolio drop considerably from where we were for the local highs. Is this, like I said, is this sell in May and go away? It could well be, but it might not be. Obviously, things can change very quickly. So yeah, obviously, I'm just holding tight, but CRO is looking all pretty good. And look at the moment, you got like core. Honestly, millionaires have been made. People who bought around that kind of area and have put a nice chunk of money in have made a lot of money. As the market's been going down, a lot of core support community out there have been making a lot of money. Lots of memes have been popping off in the Cronos ecosystem, which is, again, it's making a lot of it. I know some people don't like memes, but they're all part of the crypto ecosystem. They're here. They're like, a lot of them don't have fundamentals, but they have a lot of community behind them. It's like Pepe. You look at the community behind that, or with Dog with Hat, or Bonk. A lot of community behind them, and it's the same with Core. You can see the community on Twitter, on X, and that. So there's a lot of community there. I really do think if the market starts picking back up after this dip, obviously I can see the memes going even further. And like I said, we're still in this bull market. I'm not fading this bull market. And I think it's very dangerous to do that, because obviously as soon as people start panicking, the bear market's in, and then the tables turn, and then we start moving back up. Because like I said, in every pump we will have a dip, and that's the way it is. In bear markets, we will have 20 to 30% corrections on the way up, and people will get fearful. The bull market is over. We drop down. At some point, don't get me wrong, the bull market will be over. It's not over yet. There's a lot of things. There's lots of things going on in the crypto space at the moment to maintain that bull market. And we've got the Hong Kong ETS, which we've sort of like not really done much, but things will happen. It takes time. And also we've got like the US ETS, which has slowed down a bit, but we had that massive move to the upside. You just got to bear that one in mind. Because Chris has put out a couple of tweets for Crypto.com with his eyes here, freshly painted barriers at the Crypto.com. Not the sound of that. You can see here what's been happening at the Crypto.com. It's like how many people at this F1 Grand Prix are going to see Crypto.com all over these boards. millions upon millions and upon millions of people, and people will be looking at it and thinking, let's check this out, and then they'll check it out, and then they'll download the app. And yeah, you're not going to get everybody who's going to sign up or anything or buy crypto, but people will be intrigued and people will check it out, because like I said, there's millions upon millions that will watch it. And as we know, we had Eminem, and some people were saying it's not a big deal, but Eminem, he says here, ad highlights the value of the hard work and holding true to your beliefs to unlimitedly prove our naysayers are wrong. They proved that in the last bear market. They had so many of these big crypto influencers who came out in the bear market who were fodding the heck out of Chris and Crypto.com. Some of these ones, you know who I mean, some of these big influencers, crypto market, all because they're all towards Binance and stuff like that, you know, we're fudding it, saying Crypto.com's the next one to fail. And look what's happened. They've gone nowhere. They've just been building, getting the head down, and look what's happening with them. Anyway, he says here, in hindsight, it always looks inevitable, but it's the conviction that gets you there. And it's like in the crypto space now. I always say to people, do your own research. Don't listen to people like me. Go out there, do your own research. Because he's right in what he says. It's the conviction that gets you there. So it's your research, your conviction that will get you to make the choices you need to make. And that's how I've always worked it. I've always done that myself. And it's in these times now, in the times of red, I don't panic because I have a plan. I'm sticking to that plan and I'm not diverting from it. I said I wasn't going to do DCA anymore. I will DCA in a little bit more of my capital, but that's about it. But overall, Crypto.com and the Cronos ecosystem isn't going anywhere. It's getting stronger. It's getting bigger. The community is getting bigger as well. And one of the things to do is to, like I said, have a plan, because we could go down more. But that's where, you know, the strongest will survive. Because at the end of the day, we get these dips, a lot of people will sell, and then we start moving back up to the upside, and then they'll start buying higher up. I've learned that myself. I've done it myself. I've been there myself and done that. I won't do it again. And I learned my lesson on that one. I've missed a lot of opportunities which I could have taken and would have made me a lot of money. But I've learned from my mistakes. So you always have a plan. And have, you know, in terms of crypto and other investments. But overall, the market is red. Potential buy the dip opportunities here. You know, you do what you need to do. So take care, but give us a like and subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.